Hamilton Radio Studios from 206 to the 609 and beyond, it's WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on. Now, the 2023 nominee for Best Female Podcast Host, Tracy Brannigan.
Hi, I'm Tracy. This is WTF with Tracy and Friends. These are my friends, Jen Anson and Jason Marinko.
Greetings.
It is, what's today? Tuesday, February 28th.
Tomorrow's February 29th.
2/8/24.
Warmest day of the year so far.
Oh,
Wasn't it glorious?
It was.
Except the rain. I did get caught in the rain. That's why I look all raggedy, but I'm here nonetheless. So we have a big show tonight, so we're just going to get into it. Charlotte, the Stingray. We talked about this damn Stingray
I'm waiting for the
last
update.
week. The update is there's no update. And now I feel like it's just a scam.
Scam by the
Is she really
Stingray.
pregnant? Or is this just a scam to get tourists to this damn aquarium? How do they know she's pregnant? They say that there's a lump. Could be a tumor. How do they know she has three or four
Did they do
pups?
an ultrasound?
How do you do an ultrasound on a stingray?
Good question. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a marine biologist.
But why would this museum need to scam? They are privately funded, right?
I don't know their funding situation. I don't know their financials.
Or their
But-
marine biology?
I don't know. I just feel like they were updating.
You can only get caught once if you do that. I mean, so what?
You're absolutely right.
Right? It's like if they catch them and they it was a
immediately
fraud.
canceled.
Yeah, they're
Immediately.
closed
But
down.
you can't cancel a museum.
Why not?
What are you going to do? Throw the fish out in the street? Yeah, shark, get out of here. We're closed.
Did you ever see Nemo? They just go back
It's
to the
jumped
ocean.
into the ocean. Back into the wild.
All drains lead to the ocean.
Because you've never seen Nemo. Finding Nemo.
I've seen it, and I don't remember that.
That's
They-
worth a watch.
They wound up in the ocean from a fish tank?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
From the dentist.
All
office.
drains lead to the ocean.
Yeah, you give it a watch. But I don't know.
It's a cute
I'm just
movie.
feeling, though, like,
I have seen it.
is this stingray actually really pregnant now? They were updating.
I think you need to take a ride to the...
I know.
I'm not doing it. But
She refuses.
they were updating every day, and now there hasn't been an update, like, in days.
Maybe she died.
No.
And they swapped the stingray, like My Blue Heaven with the turtles.
I never saw that. But wait, I did adopt not a lemur. What the hell was it?
Oh, they're
A
beautiful.
sloth. I adopted a sloth
Oh, they're
at
sweet
the
too.
Point Pleasant Aquarium. Cole was really into sloths, so we adopted the sloth there. So we're all excited. We go to the aquarium to see our sloth, you know. Like they send you like the photo, all this whole thing. A stuffed sloth, the whole thing. We go. This is during COVID. Exhibit's closed because it's a mammal and he could potentially get COVID.
Oh.
I don't think the exhibit's ever opened back up. I wonder if he died. If anybody knows, did
The sloth?
what happened to the sloth at the Point Pleasant Aquarium?
APB
kind of
on the sloth of the
reminds
Point
me-
Pleasant Jenkinson's Aquarium.
Yes.
Of a really
APB.
bad mother moment that I
Tell
had.
us. I love a bad mother moment.
So this is
Love
Derek was probably in second grade, you know, when they're still very proud of themselves, and I get an email saying that his artwork was going to be displayed at the Hamilton Township Library.
Oh, that's thrilling.
So like we revolved our whole week around this night going to the library. Like it was a big deal, and we kept making a big deal of it. And we get there, and we're looking around, and I can't find his artwork, and Haley was with us. And we're all, like, now I think all five of us were there. We all break off, and we're all looking for his artwork. And I come across Haley's artwork. And I'm like, oh, Haley, you didn't tell me yours was going to be in here. She's like, I don't know. I'm still looking for Derek's. And finally, I'm like, maybe it said where it would be in here. And I'm looking for the email. It was an email telling me Haley's artwork was going to be on display. Not Derek's. Not the 8-year-old little boy.
Oh.
And you just saw his face, like his entire body just melted. I have never felt so bad.
It was a downer for him.
And I just kept saying, buddy, I'm sorry. But it kind of reminds me of the sloth story.
That the sloth is not there and neither is the artwork.
Neither was the artwork.
Oh,
Like,
poor
to the point
kid.
I almost was going to
Expectation
send somebody
versus
home
reality.
to grab a piece of his artwork, and I was going to
Put it right up there. Right up
Yeah,
front.
like I felt horrible. That was
poor
really
kid.
bad mom moment.
I love a bad mom moment because I have so many of them.
Oh, I have a plenty more, but that one just
That one
sloth.
stands out. I to this day I wonder, like, did the sloth die? Like, what happened to the sloth? I need to know. I gotta find this out.
I
You
wonder
did
if-
adopt this sloth. You deserve to know.
Yeah,
I
it is
want
yours. It is
answers.
part yours.
I want an investigation open.
They just
damn sloth.
they need to answer your questions.
I know. Where's the damn sloth?
Did we ever check online, like on their website, about if there's a
I
sloth
did.
there
I kept
anymore?
checking for a while, but again, it was like during COVID. That was like a whole
Yeah, everything was
yeah
a debacle.
It's like a black hole, like a time warp. You
Yeah,
know what happened?
absolutely.
COVID stays in COVID.
True.
But I don't know.
Except
Just
for all the-
I think this is a scam though with this stingray. I don't know that she's really pregnant. I don't know. I need an update on that too. And then I heard about this another scam today. Have you heard about this where restaurants are creating profiles on Tinder? And then
Yes.
the girl will match with somebody and he'll say, meet me at this establishment, and he never shows up.
This is tremendous. Yeah, because you're there and the people eat because they're there
Yeah.
and they're hungry.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to.
Oh wow!
And they get diners in.
I've got.
It's pretty brilliant,
I've
actually.
gotten stood up. I'm going to have a couple glasses of wine and treat myself to a nice dinner. Like, isn't that so messed up?
Yes.
That is
Yes,
very
it
messed
is.
up.
Yeah.
That's all.
They're
And the
selling
restaurants-
sadness. That isn't even there.
Selling sadness.
Yes.
I mean, really, what if somebody's on the verge of being unstable and goes home and does something to themselves, and that's on them?
What's so effed up about it? But then I'm like, well, if they have all of these single people at tables,
Hey, they may.
It's a mixer.
exactly. Does it then become
You're right.
like a speed dating situation?
I think it depends on the person. I have never had a problem going somewhere and eating alone. I bring something to read.
Yeah, I would.
But a lot of people feel horribly about it. They think it's, I remember having friends that worked in restaurants going, oh man, this guy's coming in by himself.
But if you're
This sucks."
going on it, if you
They
think
feel
you're
bad.
going on a date, you're not prepared to sit there by yourself.
True.
Like
There's that too.
I don't
Right.
mind going out and sitting somewhere by myself. I've done it, like taking kids to different things.
Right.
But I have to mentally prepare myself for that. Like,
Okay.
I have to have a book. I have to know, like, I have my phone charged. I have to know that I can entertain myself and not look stupid sitting there.
You're right. You have to have something to do. Unless you know the people at the restaurant, then it's just hanging out.
Then that's different,
But-
yeah.
But that's my take on it. And it's, I mean, I don't know. People have been, what are they, catfishing since social
Yes.
media, and now the restaurants are just making
Catfishers.
people up to get. I mean, it's hard running a restaurant, right? It's hard.
Times are tough.
Yes, so
That's messed
I
up.
haven't.
It's called the venue promotion scam. But they even have a name for it. That's nuts.
yeah,
pretty
but
messed
they,
up.
But they showed like an undercover thing too, and they're like, the woman is here. She has ordered a drink, and now she knows that she's checking,
Right.
and then like, yeah, I'll eat. I mean, they're
Wow.
still-
That is a John. I mean, they need John Quinones. What is his name? Quinones?
Yeah.
What would you
What
do
is
with
it?
that? Quinones? How do
I
you say
love that
Quinones?
show.
What's that?
Quinones?
Oh,
What
is-
would you
What
do?
would you do?
Is back on TV.
That show.
That show's messed up. They
That
shouldn't
is
do the
messed
things
up.
they do.
And I always think I'm on it too. There's so many times I'm like, all right, where's the camera?
This can't be real.
I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to jump out. Like, I'm being punked. Where is he?
Too
Like, I'm
funny.
still waiting for Ashton Kutcher to jump
Now
out.
you turned around, Tracy, but you said this. Like,
I'm like, where's the camera?
yeah, no, I know exactly what show that is something else. But I think being human's hard enough, and we don't need him setting people up out in the open. It's just
For our entertainment
Right.
purposes. What did you have a WTF moment this week?
I did have a WTF moment, but I'm glad you were talking about dining because you made me think of another WTF moment.
Okay.
We were out to eat with a couple next to us at what's the mall restaurant? Brio.
Brio.
That's the one.
Brio.
And we're there, but you're kind of like right next to the people next to you. I'm in the booth thing and the chair. They're out for the first date. The food comes over. Now, tell me if this would bother you. I don't care about what they're doing, but Michelle's very observant. I'm oblivious to the environment around me. The food comes. Now he had a pink dress shirt on, which I thought was brazen for the first date choice.
Brazen
But
for the first
never mind
date.
that. She is a little more talkative. She goes like this, takes the fork, grabs what he has to taste it. Michelle said he did not like it one iota. He sat back. She said he was pissed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She didn't even
in,
ask.
in this situation, I am you, my husband is your wife. Like, I would
You-
not
okay.
even know there was people next to me.
Oh, I would.
Right.
I would be like all in there.
But
business.
he was mad. Go
I
ahead.
had a WTF moment this week, too, out to dinner.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry
No,
to interrupt
this-
you,
this-
Just.
that was it. That was
You
the
guys
gist
are,
of
like,
it.
really, like, dinging my
Juices are
memory.
flowing tonight.
We went out to dinner, and the table behind Bruce, I could hear the woman coughing, and I looked up. She was using her menu
Oh,
to shield her cough.
Oh.
Instead of, like, you know,
What
how
an
we all know how to
asshole.
cough.
Cough in your elbow.
She was coughing into the menu.
Oh,
That I
God.
did notice.
That's okay. It's just somebody. Well, you know, you worked at restaurants. You're supposed to wipe them, but
True,
not every
but do they?
not everyone gets a good wipe.
It was
No,
a Saturday
no,
night.
no.
So anyway, what happened? What was the outcome of the date?
Call Michelle.
Okay.
Can we get
Yeah,
Michelle?
no,
Michelle,
like here's
call
the-
it.
Michelle, we
Can
have
you
like
call
more
us?
chairs.
It seemed
need to
it was
know.
going okay.
Until she.
I know, but the taking of the food as soon as it was placed down seemed to bother the guy. You know,
That's rude. It's rude.
so you think a first date, it's rude. I mean, but I felt like they were
Any
nervous because now I'm tuned into this date, even though I don't want to be. And there's very fast conversation going on back and forth. This. Bottom line, I don't believe there was a second date. I hope for them it went well, but he was the WTFer in this moment. He was like, WTF, you just reached over my plate.
If she's doing
you know?
that on the first date, she's pretty brazen.
Yeah, if it was me.
Yeah, that was more brazen than the pink shirt, I think.
What if he would have cracked her with the other hand when she reached over with the No, I can't.
He went like that?
Or
Like
whap!
I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't deserved.
It made me
I can't defend it.
It made me think of the Sopranos moment where Phil Leotardo is once again an underling to this guy that takes over for the boss after Johnny sacks, and he's like, "You mind if I have some of that?" And you see in his face like he's like, "That's
Yeah,
it.
don't
No
touch.
more of this. I'm going to kill this guy." Like, I mean, so.
Fucking lady tonight?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've had friends who tell me like, you know, like you don't reach over somebody's plate like that. If we were in jail, you'd be dead right now.
Right.
Yes, fortunately, we were not. But yes, but so table etiquette's a touchy thing with people, and this guy,
It is.
It really soured his mood that she reached over and ate his food.
It would me too.
I mean, she didn't ask. Just Rick. That's really.
In the
Presumptive,
man's mind,
yes.
though, there are concessions that can be made.
Okay.
There are things you will put up with.
But it's
For-
the first date. How does he know any of that's
That's why
coming?
I cannot gauge for him how bangable this girl was. And that is where I'm saying
I really
I
wish
can't.
I could go back, like, and be like, I'm the kind of person that we could be at dinner having a conversation, but I got one ear on the other table over there. Like, I love to like guess what they're talking about, like the whole, like, I love that. I love
would-
people watching.
I do look at other people and make up my scenario as to the dynamic or who is what.
I love
It's
like,
good having a person like that around, though, because there have been times where I'm just like, oh, I want cheeseburger. I want and Michelle's like, that guy's had his hand in his both hands in his pockets. He looks very disgruntled. Keep an eye on him. I'm like, oh, all right.
I want
Guy-
to go out with Michelle.
Guy with the hoodie on, looking disgruntled. Still cheeseburger though, but you know, so it's
She's
just
her
like,
head's on a swivel.
here's a good one.
What's going on? I like that.
We went to see Tony Bennett at the Bethlehem Sands. And we're making our way across the aisle. And she goes, see that woman, the third person in? I said, yeah, whatever. She goes, as we were walking in, she said to the person next to her, they're from New Jersey. I said, how did she know that? We didn't even talk or anything. She's like, I don't know. That's what she said. I was like, how do you hear that?
She knows.
You should have turned around and went, ma'am, you are correct.
Exactly. You win a prize, ma'am.
Yep. But yes, so I don't know. I've given up on having to be observant to everything around.
Well,
When I'm driving, it's like what's in front of me, yeah. What's behind me, I can't do much about that. So, yeah.
Well, all this talk about dining, I was going to talk about this later, but
God.
I want to bring it up now. Do you know, like, the number one steakhouse in the state, the Butcher's Block?
Oh.
It's like the best steakhouse in New Jersey. It's in Long Branch. It's this BYOB place. You pick your own steak out of the case. It's phenomenal. I haven't been there yet. But they have these custom knives that were made for the restaurant. They look like, not hatchets, but they look like, I guess, a butcher knife.
Okay.
But they're like
Cleavers.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Looks like a cleaver. You can buy these knives, by the way, there. They're $250 for
Holy moly.
a knife.
That's some good cutting.
That's where Mike the
Right.
Situation goes all the time. All the Jersey Shore people. eat
the
there all
Butcher's
time.
Block. So there is this group that goes in, and one of the women steals a knife from the establishment. So I think they have like footage of it. They've gotten footage of it. They see it. They call the next day. I guess they say, please return the knife or we're going to charge your credit card. And basically she's like belligerent with them. Like, F you, I didn't take a knife.
And-
Like, ma'am, we have the footage. F you, I didn't take any knife.
Yeah.
So then I guess they charge her credit card, and then the footage goes out to social media.
Nice.
They're known for not being
They don't give
overly
enough.
nice.
Yes.
Like they
They're
don't care. You're gonna go eat there anyway.
like
so.
during COVID or whatever, they've got some bad reviews that the servers didn't have masks. And it was this whole thing. It turned into stay the F home. That
Yeah.
became like their tagline.
Okay.
And like the owner will reply to poor reviews online.
Yes,
and they're
I've read a lot of them.
hilarious. They're really funny. But they started this whole series of reels, I guess, on Instagram. The Get the F Out of Here series.
Great.
And I
I
haven't
love it.
watched. I just heard about that today.
Okay.
When I was like digging, so I
did
want
you
to like go through
see
those.
the footage of her stealing the knife? Did you see that
didn't
one?
see the footage of that story, but I did find footage of another incident where the woman steals the knife. They're all at the table, and they see her wipe it off and stick it in her bag. And then the owner or manager came out to the table and was like, "I just watched you on film. Take the knife. Please return it." Like, so she was caught red-handed, but. The other woman, though, where the stuff went out on social media, like, they came for her. Like, she was canceled. She might have even been getting, like, death threats. Like,
Probably.
it was
She's got to sleep
so
with that
bad.
knife now.
Under her pillow. Yes.
I heard
great.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, there. I don't know when the public perception changed, but and this goes for not just a restaurant, anywhere. An owner or proprietor of a business can refuse you service for whatever they wish. It's reserve the right. So when I see people like, you didn't let me piss in the Starbucks, I'm like, did you buy something?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that used to be my segue. Like, buy something, use their bathroom.
That's-
It used to be the way. But yeah, I mean, so and when you said they called her up and gave her the attempt to make good on it.
Yeah, please
That's when
return
you
it.
just fess up. You're like,
You're
all
like,
right, I
"Ah,
had a few
shit."
drinks. I was a little sloppy. I threw the knife.
Right.
But no,
I
what
couldn't
you
even
did.
show my face in there. Just charge my card. I'll never go back.
Exactly. Right. And it's just like I said,
see
you can
myself
only get
out.
caught once.
Kinda reminds
You
me
can
of
only
something
get
else.
you can only get caught once on that. You got caught, you got to chalk it up. And then but people are this way, and I know from personal experience when I was working at Trapdoor in Red Bank when I was doing the Ripper, we had catacombs upstairs. And the catacombs was the largest escape room on the East Coast.
Really?
And, oh yeah, it was something. They made me go through it. It was massive. But it was something. But the puzzles and the parts. It's like you can't take the stuff with you or the people for the next game. We only have so many replacements, and they're told up front if you take anything, if you pull anything or damage anything, you're going to get your card charged. Oh, the ordeal. And then just like the business at Butcher Block told them, of course, they deny, because they don't want to drive all the way back because your daughter took a skull and put it in her pocket. We have the footage. We know it was you. We've had other groups all day. We're looking right at it. Then they get mad. you know, and
'Cause-
when they told her she was on camera, that's really time to just chalk up the loss.
Yeah.
Because you're done.
This is why we can't have nice things. People are
For
assholes.
certain. Right. Yes.
Taking things.
Yes.
But I can't wait to go to the butcher block even more now because I just love the way
It's-
he responds
right.
to.
Yeah.
It's like the quintessential most Jersey thing ever.
Yeah,
Which is
like,
to,
you know,
if you don't like it, don't fucking come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We have plenty of people who would like to eat here. We don't need you.
My favorite
Yeah,
one.
it's impossible to get in
My
there.
favorite review.
Like
was
Dorsia
like-
in American Psycho? Is it that bad to get in?
No.
have you been there?
Are the maitre d's
No,
laughing at you when they answer the phone?
I've had their food. A friend of mine came from a shower from there,
Oh.
and she was like,
Food?
"Here, I took all the take
got
out,
as much as I could
and it
get.
was delicious." But I haven't been there yet.
We
were
need a
supposed
field
to
trip
go.
there too.
You've built it up too much. It
I know
sounds
we have to go.
tremendous.
Do you like steak?
And steak knives.
Buy the damn steak knife.
It kind of reminds me of like the petrified forests out west, like
Who?
the petrified forest.
Never heard of it.
The Petrified Forest is an excellent gangster film with Humphrey Bogart. But
Not
tell me
a
about
dining
this other
establishment.
place.
It's I think out near Yosemite State Park, like,
Okay.
and it's trees that they're dead, but they're petrified, and people take stuff from the park and they say you can't do that, you know, like you can't take stuff because it's ancient, you know. And they say if you steal something from there, like you're cursed.
It's like the Brady
love
Bunch. When,
Yes!
when Peter
That's exactly what it is.
steals
The idol.
yes.
Yep, that's exactly.
And
what
he
it
was
is.
cursed after?
Yes, the big spider.
I never
Yeah,
watched.
the
The picture
tarantula.
fell down.
Incredible.
So many bad things.
It was horrible.
I love curse stories. You ever see Thinner?
No.
It's Stephen King, right?
Yeah.
I'll add that to the list. I'm looking
Yeah.
for something to watch.
Yeah. Supposedly the book's much better than the movie.
Ryan and I started watching a
read the book.
comedy.
but Joe
series.
Mantegna's in the movie, and I watch everything with Joe Mantegna.
Good
He's very
point.
good. Yes.
Abbott Elementary. It's
Yeah.
very good.
It used to be on like ABC.
It looks very
it's
bright. Everything's yellow, and I'm like, oh, this is too bright.
No,
for me."
it's good.
It's up for all the
remember.
awards all the time. Michelle
It's
Zant
really
enjoys it.
funny. And even from from episode 1, it had me giggling and like it's not.
Yeah, we would watch it. It came on after, I want to say, the Goldbergs, maybe.
Oh,
I've
maybe
watched
I don't
those.
watch Netflix. I don't really
He's
watch
so
TV
funny.
anymore unless it's Bravo or sports.
Well, what are you
I
going to watch
haven't-
now that football's over? Basketball?
Baseball will be. I'm not a. Well, March Madness will be coming on soon. I'm not a huge basketball fan. But baseball, spring training will be starting
Season,
to be televised.
Have you
Yes.
seen the new MLB uniforms?
Yeah,
With the see-through pants?
are they see through?
Fungal.
They are clear pants. They're so
I didn't see that.
see-through. So the MLB got
like
a
the-
new supplier for the uniforms this year, like Fanatics.
The
it is.
Lululemon.
They're like
yoga
Shein-
pants.
Fredericks of
Shein
Hollywood.
pants. Okay. So you have to see the photos. They have all the players and their
Is there
photo
help
shoots.
me little things?
You
tags?
can see everything. You can see like the jersey tucked in. You can see like their Nike Pros underneath. And then the one guy was bending over. They got a shot from behind. You can see everything the good Lord gave him. I mean, they are so see-through. It's ridiculous.
They need viewers.
Can you imagine? They do. Can you imagine like a game in the rain? It's going to be like a wet pant contest. I don't even know. Can we do fantasy baseball? Can we do fantasy baseball?
Very involved.
The
Too many
baseball
games.
pants are doing for baseball what Taylor Swift did for
Yes.
football.
Thank you, Fanatics.
I thought we'd get through one show without a mention of her, but
Never.
No.
Never. We
So her
tried.
dad's
She's
beating up
brilliant.
cameramen now.
Yeah, I didn't see. I saw something about that, but I didn't read it.
Oh, I didn't see. I
Oh,
haven't.
you didn't see it?
I
So what's the story? Because
From
I
what-
saw it. But
All I
didn't
know
read it.
is, and I give the dad the benefit on this one because it's like 3:00 in the morning, and
was
you're taking
paparazzi.
pictures of his daughter, and but
Apparently, they're suing him for assault or something, right?
yeah,
Oh, it's just a money grab. They even heard him now. They'll pay him off. They'll have a nice payday, and they can go to the butcher block. and buy a whole set of knives. Service for 12.
The WTF, that was my personal WTF, my public WTF. So they had the SAG Awards this weekend.
The SAG Award.
Yeah, and I won't watch it, but I watched the highlights just to see. Anne Hathaway was there. She looked lovely. They did a Devil Wears Prada reunion with her Meryl Streep and all.
How long was that? How long ago was that movie out? Has it been like 20 years?
Yeah.
About that, probably.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Emily Blunt was, you
Yeah.
know. So you know, like I'm watching it, but the interviewer is Laverne Cox. You know who this is? Anyway, I wouldn't care. Because it's not about the interviewer. It's about who they're interviewing. She's asking them questions. Oh, Anne Hathaway, you're here. I love every time she asked the person a question, she pulled the microphone, or they pulled the microphone back to it, and I'm just like sitting here, and I'm like, none of the people got to answer anything she was interviewing. This is like the whole purpose of the arrivals
the
and all
red
that.
carpet, yeah.
Yeah, it was the most horrible interviewing I ever seen. Perhaps the worst example of like a DEI hire. I mean, you have so many qualified, talented, capable people who could be interviewing these stars correctly and letting us actually hear what they have to say. And you got because they used to have a dick or something, so now they have to hold the microphone watch it. Just watch the thing. Every time there's a question asked, they pull back. They're talking more. I want to hear you talk.
Right.
I wanna
Let
hear
them
Anne
answer
Hathaway
the
talk.
question.
Yeah, it was horrible. That was my public.
What was it on?
WTF.
Was it like on E? Like what
On
network?
what we're on YouTube. That's where I watch everything.
No, I know you watched it on YouTube, but what was it actually? Like what network? was it
E
on?
still does. E still
was
does
on
it. I
E.
believe
All
it
right,
was E.
so
Yeah.
Do you know what I watch on YouTube in the morning?
What?
Pray tell.
This is so sad, and you're gonna probably feel bad for me. I go to different beaches and just look at the live cams at the beaches.
Oh.
I do that in the morning while I'm drinking my coffee. I'm like, let's go to Siesta Beach today.
It's time for a trip to Florida.
No, but that
I'm
probably
going
helps
for
you
one
get.
day at the end of the month.
That probably helps you get your routine in order, though. It's
Doing the drinking around the
consistent.
world. Yeah,
You're only going for one day?
one day.
Can you extend?
We really can't.
Oh.
So we're going, leaving on a Thursday, coming home Friday, and drinking around the world Thursday night.
It's going to be a rough ride home Friday.
It's going to be a rough ride home.
Oof.
Rough Riders. That's what I think of.
So drinking around the world in Epcot, that's going to be a fun time. When I worked there, we would do that.
Oh, really?
All the time, yeah. I was underage then. I
you're
had my
talking
fake
Disney.
ID. Yeah.
Did you hear the Disney story?
No.
No.
All right, I just
I'm
saw
not
this.
a Disney person, really.
Me neither. So
You're not a
yesterday,
Disney adult? No, I'm not either.
I like Bugs and those guys. The mouse is.
Bugs and murder.
Yes. So,
Bugs and murder.
A man and his wife, I believe she was in the healthcare profession. The picture they showed, she has scrubs on and everything. They're at one of the restaurants in Disney. And she has all these dietary restrictions. So they order the food and they tell the staff, please don't put peanuts or whatever that might kill this woman. And they brought it and they're like, no, we didn't put anything in she's dead. They are suing Disney. And I look at something like that and I go, well, maybe if you weren't so worried about handing the white privilege checklist out to all your employees, they might be more worried about their job and not murdering diners on you.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a massive lawsuit. She wasn't in poor health, this woman. She was, I think, maybe 50 years old or so.
Oh, my God.
And she's dead. And then I seen something from last December where a guy jumped off the parking garage or fell. And then he died.
At Disney?
Yeah, so it's such a big place. You're going to have things happen.
Yeah.
Nobody's pronounced dead on this scene.
I know.
On property. You're
You
not
don't-
pronounced dead on Disney property.
Died, jumped, or fell. That's why, they put it that way. But, so like 2 hours later, the woman died. So
That's horrific.
Yeah.
But that could happen anywhere.
Absolutely.
I was a
Yes.
server for a long time. There was this one family that would come in and the boy had allergies and severe, a laundry list of allergies. And he would hand me this paper every time he came in. I was terrified to serve them. I hated waiting on
sure,
them. And when
yeah.
I saw them come, I'm like, don't sit them in my section. No. That's a lot of responsibility for
Oh, absolutely.
like a teenager. You know what I mean? I got to bring it back to the
Hey,
chef.
I got a fun fact on Disney.
What?
Super producer Ruben Rodriguez.
Hey, everybody. It's Ruben.
Super
Hey,
producer.
I also had a WTF for you, too, that I think would be a good one.
F it up.
All right.
F it up,
F
Rube.
it up, baby.
What the-
All right. Here's a fun fact. You know when somebody dies on a Disney ride, did you know that they just close down the ride and hide it, and they take the bodies underground?
Yeah.
They do have all those passageways.
I used to
so-
work at Disney. I worked at Disney World.
Oh, you did work at
Anybody
Disney.
not know this?
No.
No.
Yes, I worked at Disney World. I actually did my internship there in 1995.
How exciting.
95,
exciting.
96, I was there. So
Oh, wow.
I was, on Disney property all the time. And they are the number one, like, holy grail of, like, hospitality. Like, the
Right.
way they
Oh.
operate their business. And it's pretty amazing what they do and the training that is required. And it's something, I'll tell you that. But,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it is true that nobody's pronounced dead on property. You're taken off
Yeah.
property, and then they'll be pronounced dead. Well, they have
They
a
just
lot of...
kick the body over the line.
Well,
Hey, look, that guy died out there.
I know about those tunnels and everything because they said otherwise there would be no way for you to get, say, like Princess Jasmine
Correct.
to one section of the park. So with all the people, so these all
They
corridors.
pop in and out. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, pretty incredible.
They're
Yes.
all about...
You'll never see them take trash out, right? Like,
right. I don't know how they do
They
that.
go- it
but there's-
goes-
Well, with that, I must ask you to segue. You had Six Flags to say about because we would
Yeah.
always say how great it is. We close the place down when we leave, and at the end of the night, people are just sweeping and sweeping constantly at Six Flags. So but I believe they would never have. They can't. How do they have no bugs there in Florida? How do they manage to do that? Like,
Well, I did see that they release cats overnight. They have
Cats?
Yeah.
not for the bugs, but they have a number of
the Aristocats.
cats that are
Oh,
not
yeah.
completely
Yeah, she's right.
feral,
Jen's right.
But
Yeah.
they release them at night,
night.
for the
Rodents?
rodent population.
Just as the ancient Egyptians did
Interesting.
to protect the grain. The cat is wonderful.
Wait, there's so many... Like, I'm not a Disney adult.
Yeah.
But it really is, like, a fascinating place. Like, how do they do that? I'm sure there's, like, episodes on, like, Modern Marvels on
Right,
Disney. Which, like, would
absolutely.
be so interesting to watch because they do so many, like, crazy things.
No, that's amazing that you interned there. I
Yeah.
had a friend who interned there, and COVID happened, and the interns were the first to get sent back, and she was devastated.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
It is. It was so much fun. They have their own, like, apartment complex for all the interns. So there's
Everybody
interns.
gets a feral cat.
There's
Keep the bugs away
interns
and the mice.
from the United States, but then Epcot.
Let monkeys go for that. The monkeys pick the. No, I'm kidding.
No, but they're just you tell me Florida. You know what I think first?
What?
I think
Swamp.
of alligators.
Yeah.
All right. Second, I think of old people. Third, I think of
Hurricanes.
well, yeah, but third, I think of these. Everybody from Florida or talk to Florida. What do they talk about? Having to sleep with these nets to keep these nuclear bugs off of you that they have.
Or those
The
little
mosquito
lizards.
net.
Those little
I think they're
newts.
just
Right.
lizards running up the sides of people's houses.
Yeah, in your
alligators
house.
jumping in your swimming pools. It's just like I just think of I drift. I'm very scared of alligators. And when I see stories on the news, the alligators are still eating people.
How about
I
the
At, like, bus
kids that got
stops.
eaten by an alligator at Disney World?
Oh yeah.
How horrible was that story?
When was this?
A couple of years ago.
At the Polynesian.
That's another
was
thing.
on
They
the
keep all
beach.
the alligators out of the whole place. That's got to be a job in itself.
Well, they don't. Apparently, they can't.
They didn't.
Exactly. They didn't.
It was nighttime, and the little boy got too close to the edge of the water, and the alligator just came up and took him.
The crazy thing is, on my days off, that's where I would go. I would spend the day at the beach at the Polynesian. I mean, I was on that beach all the time, and like, that's where it happened.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's a crazy feeling to know.
Yeah, it's eerie. That's a
Yeah.
whole nother thing. But back to Six Flags. Now, I always called it Great Adventure. What did you call it?
Great Adventure.
Great Adventure. So
Both.
both
All
Six
together.
Flags Great Adventure.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Great Adventure
I
before.
just think it was funny because growing up, we always called it Great Adventure. And then when Haley and Noah were younger, they were asking me to go to Six Flags. And I'm like, where? Six Flags, like the amusement park.
Tell me how old you are without telling me how
I
old you
know,
are.
exactly.
Oh,
I'm like,
right.
Great Adventure? I'm like, why?
Definitely Great Adventure.
Why
first,
do you
now that
call
you're
it
saying
Six Flags? Why are you calling it that?
Those
Like,
damn
that's what it's
commercials with
called.
the old man dancing.
Oh, is that
Dun,
it?
dun, dun, dun,
You know it. There you go.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
Yes.
Now I got that stuck
then
in my head.
But I guess that's what it was always called.
Six
We
Flags
just called it Great Adventure all
I
the
don't know
time.
why.
I
but-
don't know if it was it always part of the Six Flags umbrella?
I should know this, but I've forgotten it since.
I don't
there was a
know.
reason for it. Why? Because I looked it up one day. I'm like, why is it called? But I don't remember. But it is the 50th anniversary of the park this year. They've already sent me the email. You can get a brick with your name in it put in the
Are
place.
you getting one? The
I
commemorative
was
brick?
a bad Valentine. I was sick on Valentine's. It was like a promotion thing they had
Did you
then.
say Valentine's with an M?
I guess I did.
Valentine's.
Where do you go
I'll
to take
call you
books
right
out?
For what?
Like, if you want to get a book for free and return it, where do you go to do that? At the
Books for free. Books are to be sold.
For profit.
That's right.
You should buy it on
someone
Amazon.
else's book
The game is to be sold, not
at
told.
the public.
Library.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You
we
think
were,
the word was going to be different? from
library. We thought
Some
we were going
people
to say
say
library.
library.
that?
and that-
Valentine's.
You said
Like
I'm-
Valentine's.
You said Valentine's.
Twice.
Like a time and
I do. You're the first to correct me on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're
I wasn't going to, but since this one over here
gotta call
did,
you out.
I
I'm
jumped
sorry.
on
I'm
it.
sorry.
What's the place? Not Moe's, Southwestern Grill. The other Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Call it Chipotle.
You call it Chipotle.
Go to Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Yes.
A lot
for
of people
months,
say it wrong.
And for once, my one coworker, JQ, she's like, I just want to tell you this, and I don't want you to stop saying it the way you've been saying it. She's
But-
like, it's actually called Chipotle, but you call it Chipotle, but it's fine. She's like, I like Chipotle.
And I now, too, shall call it Chipotle.
I like Chipotle's very good. I like
That's
Moe's
great.
best, though.
Never had Chipotle. I like the names of Moe's because they're all from, what's that movie? The Chevy Chase movie. Oh, gosh.
Vacation.
Fletch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why they're named that?
Yeah.
What, their menu?
Yes.
I've only ever gone in and gotten guac.
Do you know
and
how
chips.
often I eat there and I don't know that?
You didn't know
It's
that?
down the street from my work.
That's a
Every
good- that's a great
Wednesday.
movie. Did you ever see Fletch?
No.
I have, but I wouldn't know.
Chevy Chase Fletch. Great movie.
And there's the
Watch
sequel,
that. That's
Fletch
your homework.
Lives.
Watch Fletch.
Fletch Lives.
Fletch Lives. Oh, my God. I forgot about Fletch Lives. Yeah.
So your Six Flags
Excuse me?
story. Your Six Flags
Pardon me?
story. I have an
That's
overbite.
Jen's department.
That's right. Coming soon, the spin-off show.
Jen segment, the adult section.
The adult section with Jen. Video
and if you
story,
don't know, we're talking
recollections.
about watch last week's episode.
Yes.
It was fun.
Not that Jen's doing anything in the adult section. Just so we know.
She's just the director of HR.
Yes.
But
That would be
all right,
wrong.
let me get this out about Six Flags Great Adventure. So for their 50th anniversary, they have a new attraction, a new resort, actually. It's a luxury camping resort in the Wild Safari. You can actually have a luxury camping experience in, I guess, like a yurt. A luxury yurt. They have spa treatments. You can go feed the giraffes in the morning. It comes with breakfast. The whole
I have one
thing.
word. No.
No, absolutely not.
No.
You don't want to sleep with the lions.
No.
Do you?
I don't want to sleep in a yurt.
You hear them roar.
But it looks
Like
like a
from
nice
20 miles
yurt.
away.
But you also hear traffic from 571.
Well,
How do you not? hear
The
traffic?
safari is amazing. I mean, you
I haven't
remember
been
back
through
in
the
the day we
safari
used to
in
take
years.
our cars
Yes.
through and that
And-
it. Yeah.
And you had to hope that the monkeys didn't peel your parents.
I have the
Yes.
best
Final
story.
up
I
there.
have the best story about that. Remind me when we're
Drive-through
done.
Well, we went and it's like they pick you up in like a I guess it's
Like
like
a safari van,
the
right?
safari
like a
van,
safari
right.
bus or something.
It's so much more
Jeep,
like
right?
enjoyable this way.
Like feel like you're actually in a safari.
So you go through the place. They show you the stable, the sable. They're like the sable's the only thing that can attack the lion, and it will stand its ground. And you get to the giraffes. The giraffes will come right up to you in the thing. He's a giraffe. He's got giraffe mouth, and Michelle's like, let him pet him. I was like, I don't want to touch giraffes today.
Wild animal.
So you stop off at the reptile bar. which is like the midway place. And you get out of the thing and you look at the snakes and this and that. And Michelle makes friends with this aardvark named Anthony. It was really cool to see the aardvark. And we get left. The bus has left already.
No!
Yeah, we're sitting there talking to the staff, asking about Anthony the aardvark.
There were
the
people
thing
with you.
leaves. Well, they send another one through. And we get on it. We're like the only people on it. So the guy's like, I'm going to take my time since, and he's like, I'm really going to show you.
How
now we
cool.
come over the bridge where the lions are. Now there's no cage. It's a bridge and they're just off there in the distance. They're waiting to be fed. That's when they eat every day. And they are looking like,
Are you my dinner?
and what's really cool is the brown bear is the non-person killing bear, I think. The brown bears are just running freely. The hippos are in the water, and it's really amazing. So like when it was all said and done, I said, where else am I going to be able to see all these animals?
Did you
like
start
this?
taking your clothes off thinking you were on Naked and Afraid?
No, I
I love
never
that
get
show.
out of the boat.
I love that show.
I do not.
I do.
All these shows. What was the other one you mentioned earlier?
I don't know.
The Jersey Shore.
Oh, Jersey Shore.
Once we got Paramount Plus, Michelle had to watch all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm not sitting there watching it with you. I'm living it with you.
Yeah.
Michelle watched so much of Hell's Kitchen that I wrote a story about a cult and a kid who goes to view the eclipse in Tennessee, and he wants to hook up with someone in the area code on the dating app, and the cult kidnaps him. And, I run with the story through my writing group, and they're just a question, Jason, why'd you name the main character Gordon? And I'm like, I don't know. And he pops in my head, the fucking risotto, you donkey. And
You don't know.
Gordon Ramsay was through my wall the entire time I'm writing this. Yes.
That's funny.
So, yes, these shows. Now, what was the last show you just mentioned? The
Oh,
Naked and Afraid.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, all those.
Look, I didn't want to like it. I was not seeking out to like the show, but it came on. I just got sucked in.
Yeah.
It's every episode that comes on. I'm like, why am I watching this? But you can't stop watching it.
And then you see some of the same people. You're like, why are you coming back?
Again,
Why are you
yeah.
doing this again?
I don't know why they would do such a thing.
They don't have any other options that would make them interesting for the show, because they get these out of options people who have nothing going on in life but to get thrown in some remote area and, try to live. I wouldn't do it.
No way.
Oh, God, no.
Some of the environments are pretty treacherous, too.
They sure are. But yeah, every time it comes on, I'm like, oh, you got to change it or I'm going to be watching it for the next hour. And then I will record it because sometimes I fall asleep. And then, you need to know what happened. Did they
somebody
make
tapped
it or
out.
not? Yeah, so.
Right, because you'll go to the next one, they won't be there because they had to hit the thing to get. Oh wait, what? So that's the new attraction. You can
Yes,
sleep
it's a luxury
in the
spa
safari.
resort.
Naked and Afraid.
Wait, it's a
At Six
spa
Flags.
too?
They have spa services there.
The
It's very
is
spa
you
like.
hide in the mud from the other hippos.
They have the mud pits now. I don't know. They didn't have a list of spa services. There were not a lot of photos. I don't know. I would like to learn more about it.
We might have to WTF remote
Yes.
one Wednesday when they're open
I
on
should
weekdays.
call. We have our press passes. Maybe they'll let us in for a sneak peek interview.
Ooh.
Should we
They're
do that?
very. I'll tell you, we seen the sea otters there. They do the shows, and the girl who did the sea otters said, "I hate leaving them. They're like my kids. They're so friendly. The people. Most of the people at the park are just incredibly friendly. And just from
haven't been
going
in
so
years.
often, because I live near there, you just get to know. We're going to go to the pretzel place and the Warner Brothers store, and I get to see Bugs Bunny there.
I think I'm gonna go.
Definitely.
I haven't been there in years.
It's so much fun. It is. Wait, here's the important. Would you go on a roller coaster?
I was
No.
just going to say, are you a
Yeah.
rides person?
I love it.
Yeah,
No.
definitely.
Then if you do,
I get
you
motion
can't not
sickness.
have fun, Trace.
I could. I mean, I would love to go on all of them, but I could probably only handle one.
No,
One
that'll be
visit.
your warm up. Trust me.
I don't
Look,
know.
this is the way I say it. You know how people stop playing video games and going to the movies? That's the same thing for roller coasters. You did. You went on roller coasters. Didn't you never went on a roller coaster, Jen?
Yeah.
See, you can do it.
But I get sick easily.
I'm telling you, you got to go on a warm up one that's not too crazy, and then you build up to the crazy ones.
I love a roller coaster, and I can do all of those things, but I can't do the teacups.
Oh, they're too spinny.
When the kids start just spinning those damn teacups.
Oh, I won't get in the swing. That swing?
The
that swings
swing?
are you out of
Yeah.
your mind getting swung around like that? Yeah, there's certain things, like shit that just drops me, I don't like. I don't want to just be dropped, you know?
Free
I also
fall.
don't
Do
like-
they still have that there?
No.
Free fall. Remember that?
Well,
I never
they
went
have
on that, I
a
would
form of it in the middle of King Dakar.
What is that? Oh, I did it. The drop of doom.
Yeah.
Zumanjaro. I did it once.
So it's like free fall.
Yeah, right?
They renamed it.
They made it higher, as high as they could. It's right next to King of the Ka because you could see over the King of the Ka when you get to the top of it. I went 4th of July. I could see fireworks going off in Philadelphia. It's pretty cool. And I don't like things that drop me. It was only because there happened to be no line. We had gotten off King of the Ka and went right over there. But yeah, I don't like shit dropping me. Even any kind of like, even when we were at Action Park, when that reopened in Verona.
Action Park. Remember the Action Park?
They reopened. We went up there a few years ago.
They reopened it.
Yeah, they were selling T-shirts that said "I survived Action Park."
There's a whole documentary on
That documentary
on
is
Action
awesome.
Park. Yeah.
I had no idea about all that other stuff.
know.
What's that on YouTube?
Is HBO?
Netflix, maybe? I don't know.
think
I'm
it's
sure you
HBO.
can find it anywhere.
It's
don't
called
have Net-
Class
I don't have
Action
HBO.
Park.
yes,
Class
Class
Action
Action
Park.
Park. Yes.
That was good.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. That's how I watched it.
Oh,
Well, there
YouTube.
you go.
Yeah.
What?
Awesome.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Because I don't have the HBO.
All right, I'm gonna get the HBO. I'll give you the password because I'm gonna rewatch Sopranos and
You
then
are
I'm
a
gonna
good
watch.
friend. Did you hear what she said?
I'll give it to you too.
I have.
And then I'm gonna rewatch. Oh, then give it up. Now just
Let's not get crazy now. I don't want to lose mine. I tell-
rewatch Sopranos, and then I'm watching the
Sopranos is on Netflix, though, I think.
Sebastian. What's
Or Maniscalco?
He's got the Bookie. You
Oh.
told me about that, right? His show, Bookies.
Yes, I
Or
did like
Prime.
that show. Yeah.
Sopranos is on something else, too.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. At this point, I think HBO is the only thing I don't subscribe to, and I thought that was the missing link. I don't know.
I'll look it
I
up
don't
for you.
know. All right. At this point,
It's confusing
Is
because
it-
we got Peacock to watch Yellowstone,
Yeah.
and then they sold. No, we got Paramount Plus to watch Yellowstone because that was their show, and then they like hoarded out to Peacock for
such
2
a
years.
scam.
And we were like, we can't even watch the show that's your show.
These streaming things are a bigger scam than
You are
Verizon.
creating your own new cable
Yeah.
bill.
I'm like,
they figured it out.
At this point,
It's more.
It's
I
more.
know. Is it even worth it to cut the cord anymore? Because you've got to now subscribe to 12 different platforms.
We really realized this coming football season where it's like, gonna watch this, and you got to go to your phone to see what it's gonna be on. That's
Yeah.
incredible. That you never had to
What
do
was-
that before.
there was
You
that
used to
one
look at, like,
game.
you used to wait for Sundays to get the TV guide.
Or just
The
turn
TV
or-
guide.
or,
Remember
you
that?
just dealt with what game they put on. Like the Jets are on this afternoon. Like,
What was the game that was only on Peacock or
it was
something?
like the wild card game. And
Yeah,
people were
like a-
pissed.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I wonder how that worked out for them. Like, did they make money? Did they lose viewers? I would like to know that.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's like what they always say. It's too early to gauge the streaming, like how it's doing. But I mean, from what I gather, Disney Plus lose money horrendously.
Really?
Yeah,
How?
they're just. I just think the cost of the content isn't. Remember where they had the strike this past year?
Oh, yeah, the writer's strike. That
And
went on
what
for a
they were
while.
saying is like, they want residuals for that, and then the argument is a carpenter builds a table, he builds one table and sells one table. Why should you, the performer, continue to be paid as this is being shown? What makes you so special?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a job. But then the companies are just like, no. And they're like, well, we want some of the streaming thing. And they don't really release like who watches what because some of the stuff fails so horribly. I mean,
wow.
Disney had the Willow show come on. That was off immediately. Some stuff
Never
just
even heard of it.
yeah, see, it was off that fast. Willow was a action fantasy movie in the mid 1980s with Warwick Davis, the man who plays R2D2, and no, not R2D2, and Val Kilmer. And they remade it as a show without them, and it sucked, and they had to take it off Disney. It was so bad that it wasn't worth it for them to keep it on their own platform. So, like, it costs them money for the stuff they're keeping up there to stream. You do have to pay people. I don't know exactly how that works out, but like cable, it was easy. It's like your show's on Seinfeld, you get residuals.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's the thing with all that. But HBO Max has Turner Classic Movies, and it's like oldies, like, they say when I go to the grocery store, either I'm getting older or the music's getting awesome. The Turner Classic Movies are not
It's the same thing.
the ones that you would. They're newer.
Yeah.
They're movies from when we were
They're
kids.
new classics.
Yes,
New classics.
and so all of those are on there, and that's really good. And they have the DC with the animated, superhero stuff I like. So they have like a lot of, and the Learning Channel, I think, and Discovery.
Yeah.
So they have, there's a lot of hubs.
Because one of the most trashiest shows that I watch is on Learning Channel, and I know that's through.
What's that one? Save it
Sister
for the
Wives.
adult section.
Oh, yeah, we love trash.
Okay, yeah.
Trash
Explain the Sister Wife to me now. They're not Mormons, but they have more wives.
It started out they did it for religious reasons, but I think they've left the church. Like,
And
They
they're
weren't-
just still together.
no, there's only one life left.
But they're not like the pretty women on that HBO show, Big Love. They're just like big, huh?
Some of them, but yeah, no, they're all scattered now.
So, wait, the husband is only with one wife now? Mm-hmm. Oh, and they're like,
all the three others left. One's already remarried to somebody else.
It sounds very dramatic.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
it's got to be.
It's such trash, but it's entertaining.
we love trash. It's entertaining. It's mindless entertainment, which is
Well, I've always
that's why we're
thought
here.
the Mormon was a wise way of thinking, financially speaking. Just, they always say it's so hard for people to have a 3-person household nowadays, right?
True.
At the Mormon, they have like a team of 6 people, or up to however many they're allowed to have. And, that's people cutting responsibilities in the home, chores. It's like everything.
Just fiscally responsible.
Strength in numbers, Tracy.
It's all comes down to
it
numbers.
makes a-
Like,
village.
look, you're mad at your old man one day, right? Well, you go hang out with. I mean, I guess your sister wife is essentially like your sister, and essentially you just go hang out and leave him to whatever he's doing.
I mean, what? It's actually not that bad.
and everyone's pulling their money together.
One of them
There's
that
no
left
finance.
has said that she would be open to another polygamous relationship because she likes her independence within the relationships. But
Within.
right, she
Okay.
said because it's not the monogamous relationship is constant and she doesn't need that.
Okay.
So, can she just have an open marriage? I don't know. Why are we?
When you've already
delving so deeply
polygamied,
into
why
this?
would you do otherwise?
Like, why even get married?
Well, that's
Is he like the boss? Like, I don't like that. Like,
he started out. I used to think the women were the
Yeah.
boss. Like he was real goofy, but
He's a goof too.
and now he's just so mean and angry all the time. Like,
because 3 of his wives left him.
I
He's
look
the
at
only
it-
one.
they left because he was mean and angry.
I look at it like strategically. It's like, being with someone is wonderful and everything like that, but sometimes it could be a little headache. Maybe if there was someone else there to shoulder things and they could kind of cancel each other out. They could
Exactly.
watch Naked and Afraid together, so you
Right.
don't have to.
Exactly.
Man.
No, I mean,
You know, see what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, the more I think about it, it kind of
Look,
does make
like,
sense.
Look, you know the story. A couple has a beloved pet, right? The pet dies, and the buffer is no longer in the home. And then there's also sadness to boot as well. And now there's this tension that was never there before, but it always was. The pet was the buffer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, you know what this is kind of like? It's Kyle and Maurizio. Now that the kids are adults,
I
he will never
know.
fulfill her. In the
Psychic
words
was
of
right. What was her name?
Alison Dubois.
Alison Dubois, yes. We're big Bravo fans. I don't know if Michelle
What
watches
happened?
Bravo. and
Yes,
she's-
the wives and the things.
Yes.
Beverly
all
Hills
the things.
Housewives. One of the couples split up,
They've
but,
been married for 30 years.
and the kids
Now
got
they're
older. And
empty nesters and
Now they don't like each other. Even though there's more space.
just grow
Space
apart.
can go a long way, too.
It can, but it
Space
can
is great.
also create too much space. It's like gotta find the balance, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. But back to those Six Flags. Would
So-
you go? Would you go to, like, spend the night there on the
No.
Which I didn't know, 350 acres of
no.
land they have.
I think,
Could it be?
look,
You wanna know how much it is?
go ahead.
How much do you think it is a night? You get
But where am I staying exactly?
in a luxury
In a yurt.
a luxury like
You
tent.
never said what a yurt
You
was.
don't know what a yurt is?
Okay, it's like
I wouldn't
it's
say
like
otherwise.
a tent,
But it's more of a structured tent,
luxurious.
correct?
It's
Right.
got a I guess hard surface floor and
A bed.
yeah, you have a bed. It's
Am I
like,
on the outside of the safari? I mean, it's got to be because
it has
everybody's
to be.
running
You can't
around.
be sleeping in the safari.
You
Like
can't
that's
have
a
the
lawsuit.
giraffe trampling your freaking yurt.
Exactly. The
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 giraffes-
hyenas coming and
There are no.
maybe the dingo ate your baby.
dingoes, the monkeys. I don't know.
Remember in Tropics Thunder when he gets offended when he says that to him? He says, "You think that's funny? That's a true story.
Yes,
a woman
yes, I
lost
do.
a kid." He said, "Whatever you say, Crocodile
God.
Dundee."
That is one of the best movies
Oh,
ever.
it's so wonderful. It really
I'm
is.
gonna rewatch that too.
It's so-
been a minute.
you could watch that one
That's
over and over again.
yeah, that's a good one. All right, it is for a couple. They also have family suites, but
What if you're a season pass holder? Because there are great benefits to being a season
I
pass
know
holder.
because you get tickets to all the parks. So
Yeah.
Hurricane Harbor.
No, I don't do that one.
It's awful there.
Kids pissing that.
Oh God!
Really?
It's-
I would never
see
think
it. I can't even. I'm like, oh, Hurricane Harbor. What's the other one? The
Stay out of the
Safari
warm
and the
spots.
regular park. So you get the 3 tickets to that. Breakfast in the morning. You can do where you feed the giraffe experience, and you sleep.
So
in
they're
this
putting you to work.
luxury- Yeah, feeding their damn animals. Okay, then you have to pay. I'm sure if you want like spot treatments, that's all extra. Didn't like have a menu of services for that, but it does come with breakfast.
I wonder if their spot is where you put your feet in and the fish eat the.
Oh, if it's not, it should be. Six Flags, call us. We have some marketing
That is
ideas
a creepy
for
spa
you.
experience. The
For
fish,
like
the
mud
minnows.
in the Serengeti, like
and
mud
the
pits.
gorillas are putting it on you. Like, they're giving you the massage.
No.
That would be amazing.
Well,
Call
you know,
us, Six Flags.
No,
$700 a night for the couple suite.
Yeah, thanks.
The family suite is $1,100 a night.
You couldn't pay me $700.
how far am I away from the potential family suite
I don't know.
with the couple suite? How much
don't know.
distance is there?
I'm not sure.
Will I
Why
have
do
to
you
hear,
ask?
"Mommy, I want to see the giraffe. The giraffe's sleeping." Or am I going to just be like,
I don't know.
Hear the lion
but
roaring.
Here's my thing. They spent millions of dollars like building this attraction. And really, I mean, it's only usable how many months of the year? You know? Like
Right.
yes,
I mean,
but the guest price is probably worth it for them business. I mean, if you're, think about. I mean, it's a great value. I mean, what do I pay? $100 a year for a season pass, if that, with the parking. I mean, that's great. So if
That
they
is.
could, I mean, but that's all they're. Sure, we buy lots of
It's a
stuff there.
yurt. It's not like they built a brick and mortar.
It's not a tent with like
Yes,
stakes.
Not a high-rise
They
condo.
didn't break the bank on the yurts.
It's a yurt.
You got me.
What are
thinking,
they got to do? Buy more canvas every year?
Oh, can't give away the yard.
It's
Look
not
at
the Ritz
discount.
Carlton.
The upkeep probably is minimal for the yurt. And they already have to take care of the animals, so you might as well make some money on it.
We'll see what happens. I just can't
I
imagine they're
would-
going to
They
make
put
it.
you to work
You know what?
feeding their animals.
People, I
If
bet
it's an
people are going to have
assignment-
weddings there.
Oh,
People
God
will
in
be. I
heaven
bet
help
it'll
me.
be like a wedding venue.
You would have to go to another country to see that many animals at one place. It is kind of a great, unique experience. You go to the zoo. The zoo, they're just like, behind
See
the
why you
cages.
seen them all exactly.
No, but they're kind of out in the open in their environment for the most part.
I just remember
Except the
going to the zoo
tigers.
so many times and disappointed because like the animals weren't even out. It was like so hot, smelled like shit, and the
So
animals
much
were
shit.
disgusted with it as well. Like, why the hell am I here? What the fuck am I doing
The
here?
animals are disgusted as
This,
well.
this happened more than once. That's maybe why I'm
My-
so bitter. about
Haley
it.
developed a fear of birds at the Philadelphia Zoo.
Was she attacked by a bird?
She was sitting in her seat and she had her chicken nugget and she's
Oh. Complaining, right?
and a
And the
goose
bird-
came up right behind her and I just went, Haley. And she goes, what?
It's a goose.
And I go, there's a friend here to see you. And she turned around and it was like this close to her. And she went, "Ah!" and like flipped the
Did
table.
the goose get scared
flipped-
too?
I think it ate the chicken nugget that went flying. She flipped in the chair. And I could not stand up straight because I was peeing so hard. I was laughing. And I mean, everybody coming past me was giving me dirty looks because there was my kids screaming.
Bad mothering moment, right?
She's
And
out of your
I'm
hands,
sorry,
really.
Haley, because you might be watching. I'm sorry.
Look,
And now she's traumatized to this day
Oh,
about birds.
seagulls on the beach. She runs. I'm like,
Me too,
"Stop
Hale.
running."
I'm with you.
PTSD from the birds.
She's
Yeah.
so afraid of birds.
Me too. I'm with you.
I got bit by a duck once, but it wasn't the zoo. It was like one of
The
those
lake.
those grade school trips they take you on to like a farm or something. And it's like second grade too. I was a kid. And you could feed the duck crackers. They would give you crackers to give him through the fence. And this was amazing to me. And there's
To a
duck
city
teeth.
kid like you, right?
They
Like, I'm
were
feeding the
razor
duck.
sharp, them little teeth when he got me.
I had
It
a
was a
goat.
stunner.
A goat try to
But it
go
scared
after
the
my
shit out of me.
face
A goat did what?
at King's Fairgrounds when they
Oh.
had the zoo there.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh,
A goat came after my face.
Where was King's Fairgrounds?
Nottingham Way.
Kings Mall. It's now the Walmart.
Yeah, the Walmart on Nottingham Way.
The worst
Used to be a-
Walmart.
Yes, worst Walmart
That,
ever.
there used to be fairgrounds
Ever.
there.
Ever.
I
And
Never
there
know
go
them.
was
back.
a
I live
zoo.
around the corner and I get stuff mailed. You suck. Wait,
I know you got something.
All right.
whole patio and garden section, lawnmower breaks, go there. No lawnmowers to sell me.
Oh my god.
I was like, what about that one? They're like, well, the cap's off it, so you won't be able to keep the gas. I was like, why do you have a garden? Never mind.
Really? Yeah, that place is atrocious. Who likes pickles?
I love a pickle.
Despise them.
Okay.
Pickles
Olivia,
are my favorite.
We have something for everybody. What kind of pickles do you like?
I like regular dill pickles and I like bread and butter pickles.
So
I do like a
anybody-
deli pickle. like a deli.
Anybody that likes pickles, you know that Clausen is like elite.
Yeah.
Elite.
There's no other pickle.
With
Exactly.
the goose's picture
Except
on
for
it.
the barrel of pickles at the deli counter.
That they don't have anymore.
Why not?
You can get them at Foley's though. They keep them
can?
behind. They keep them in. You have to ask for them.
Word on the
Foley's.
street is that people would piss in it.
Guess I like to piss.
I have never heard that, but I won't forget it.
We have pickle flavor,
My
pickle flavor jelly
God.
beans. So, would you?
I will
my
try
God.
jelly
One?
beans. Yes,
I have
yes.
to take a picture of these.
Yeah, take a picture.
Is this your way of promoting the jelly bean, saying people are pissing in the pickles? I like, don't buy those. These are good.
Don't buy the pickles from the
I
vat.
have
What is
never
it?
heard
A
it.
keg?
That is horrible.
I know.
Barrel.
Once I heard that, I was like, it's okay. I
Saturated
never
in the
want a
pickle
pickle
piss.
from the barrel again.
But those
never
are
want
the
it again.
coldest, best
Well,
ones.
Foley's keeps them in the behind the counter.
And
so
now we know
And they
why.
don't piss in them.
no, they started after with
Unless
during
we
COVID.
be very nice to the employees when they're pissing in your pickles.
Also at
Don't
Foley's,
piss in my pickle.
the best rye bread
Has
you
to be
could
the
ever have, the
employees,
fry
after
rye
night.
bread.
Oh,
is
the red and yellow bag.
So good.
Love.
None
love
better
it.
than that.
So we've got also Brock's jelly beans, Easter brunch jelly beans.
brunch.
So there's an assortment
Oh my
of
God.
flavors.
I can.
Is it? Oh my God! It smells just like the jar of Clausen pickles.
Smell.
The smell test.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like scratch and sniff sticker.
That's
Like
exactly
that.
what it is.
Oh,
the
those
scratch
things
and
were
stick.
great.
I was
Sticker.
going to say that.
Those
So go
were
ahead.
good.
What do you
You
have
got an
there?
A plus or
Well,
a B.
I'm not going to tell you these. I'm
Too
going to
good to get
give
the
you
big
the
sticker.
flavors, and you're gonna try to guess
All
what
right.
the flavor is. So let's.
I don't want to. I want to do that so I have a clean palate first.
Do you want a water?
No, I have a drink.
You want to do the brunch one?
I just feel like this will take over.
This could be
You guys
really,
need-
really good or really, really bad.
You need
All right.
waters?
No, I'm just
No,
afraid
no.
I'm not going to be able to
Oh,
taste
okay.
anything
All right,
after
we're
that.
We'll start with the
Correctly.
Easter brunch flavor jelly beans. Now I'm not going to tell you what the flavors are. I'm going to give you a flavor, and you guess what it is. Ruben, do you have
Okay.
scissors?
Oh, yeah.
Here.
A scissor?
was
No,
gonna-
you're going to look at the flavors.
Oh.
Oh, they're all different.
Yeah, there's an
Oh.
assortment of.
Oh, there has been
Easter
much
brunch, thank you.
anticipation about when we are going to do our Cola Pepsi challenge.
Oh, I was thinking
And
about
very
that.
quickly, while you get that
Right.
together, if someone wishes to be a guest on WTF, Tracy, how do they go about doing that?
All right, take one, pass one down. If you would like
sorry.
to be a guest or know somebody that would like to be a guest, you can message us, slide into the DMs of any one of the socials, message us on Facebook. You can email me at WTFlivepodcast@gmail.com. And, just give us
And
a
like
call.
and
Get in touch with
subscribe
us.
too.
Yeah, do all the things. Hit that,
Like-
smash that like button, subscribe, and
Watch,
share.
subscribe, enjoy.
Subscribe,
Well,
like,
these-
and share, and
Are they all
comment.
the same?
That's
It will also help out with the
We're
algorithm.
all the
blue
same.
first.
The comments are off except for the live stream.
They are?
All right,
Yes,
so
super
we're-
producer
We're trying
Ruben.
the blue first.
Yes.
Oh.
And these are Easter
hold on a minute.
brunch.
Check that out.
things.
Easter
Check that.
brunch jelly
good,
beans.
but I like
alright,
jelly
what's
beans.
the blue one?
You ate it?
What
I
flavor?
did.
What
You
flavor? do you
gave
think
it to
is?
me. I thought I was supposed to eat it.
What flavor?
Oh, I hate maple.
It is maple, and I like it. It is maple, but I didn't know what
That was
ate
a-
it.
Oh, no, the comments are wrong.
Ugh. I hated that.
All right, that was.
Wait, this
What
one,
do you
right?
think? Just maple, straight up
Go on.
maple.
My spit.
Did you get a blue one?
No.
I know you're clean, Jen.
All right. So this is
All right.
the pink one. Hope.
Here,
The
Ruben.
pink
Hope
one-
this is mimosa.
Next one.
The pink one's a bit bitter, not as pleasant as the walnut or the maple.
All right, pink. Where's the pink? I gotta get it.
Is that rain?
These are good.
I think that is rain.
That's
All right,
Cotton
the pink
candy. I'm getting cotton
Mimosa?
candy.
I think I got blueberry.
From the
All right, wait. You have the blue one.
No, I thought I agree
Maple.
with you.
I'll tell you
Maple.
what that
I
is
get some
first.
maple.
It's blueberry maple pancakes.
That was
That's what
disgusting.
this was. Pink.
What's the cotton thing I just ate?
What do you think it is?
Cotton candy.
You told me like 3 times. Sorry.
And I said mimosa.
In one ear, right out the other. I'm like, oh, what? It is berry smoothie.
Okay.
All right, now try.
It's stuck.
It's
The pink one tastes like a sherbet. Like a.
You are
Kinda
gonna
like a
make me
cream.
call Doctor.
Oh, this is coffee and I like it.
Oh.
All right, this is the brown one. Oh,
Thanks for the update, Jason.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yes,
yeah, thank you.
You know, so
I was
Coffee.
thinking of this one, but now I realize.
caramel
it's the
cold
other
brew.
one.
This is delicious.
That's good. Caramel cold brew. Mm. All right, try this one.
yeah,
Carrot cake?
the caramel's cool.
Wait, I gotta cleanse my palate here. These are so sweet.
Orange creamsicle?
And it's a
Spitting.
Easter brunch. It's all the theme of Easter. You wouldn't have cotton candy on Easter brunch. Now I
Easter
know why
brunch.
you're laughing.
All right. I don't either. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Maybe this is a mimosa. It tastes orangey.
This
Nailed
one's
it.
bitter.
This one is mimosa. That's why I
I
was
don't
laughing.
like bitter things. What was the one you gave me after the coffee? The yellow one?
The orange mimosa.
Orange is the most unpleasant. The pink and the blue are
one.
the most pleasant. Are you giving me another orange?
No, it's yellow.
Jello. You know?
I probably won't like the
It's a
yellow.
double
I have to
one.
agree with you on that one. I like the. I don't even like blueberry, but that was actually pretty good.
This
Cinnamon
would be,
bun.
but
I love cinnamon. Yeah. Cinnamon
let's
roll.
consider the context of the snack, though. This is perfect, like inside the Easter basket.
Yeah.
You know, day you're having some of these, and you're in a candy jar thereafter. They're good.
These are good. All the flavors are good.
Yeah,
What is that?
except the orange one. I'm good with all the others.
This one, let me try out. What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
Chocolate glazed donut. When it does, if you close your eyes, it tastes like a glazed
The
pop 'em.
flavors are
And
there.
I closed my eyes as soon as you said it.
Right?
Yeah, the flavors are definitely on.
That's how I was with the maple one.
That's what it is? Maple?
The blue one was.
No.
Yes.
The brown.
The brown is chocolate glazed donut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
That one's awful.
All right, now the real test. The Clausen pickle
Jelly
flavored jelly bean. So excited about this.
I just get one. I just ate all those. I got to cut out.
You said you don't like.
It
pickles.
doesn't. Yeah, but if I'm going to give it an honest try,
Oh, let's do the one first.
I love it.
but you love pickles.
I love pickles.
It's actually not that bad.
I don't despise pickles.
Oh,
Full disclosure,
Oh,
I'd rather
yeah.
have a
the
pickle
aftertaste.
potato chip. I need some crunch with
I
it.
don't like this. That is
It was good.
dreadful.
I
the
asked for
aftertaste.
another one. Now I have to eat it. Let's see what happens.
I'll eat another one with you.
Oh.
Let me just show the people. All right, the first one
It
was.
tastes like a scratch and sniff.
Scratches, definitely does.
All
right,
right, somebody pissed in the pickle jar. These came. No, I'm only kidding.
I
Like
like
a
it.
This
diabetic
is the,
pickle jar.
the
It's
jelly
like
bean
really
one.
Sweet.
Right here.
I think
No.
sugar in their urine. Like,
This This pickle is
They
a
are
pickle.
not ketosis.
This pickle jelly bean is this pickle jelly bean is a pickle indeed. No way around it. They definitely got the flavor of a pickle in there. But I know what your
Yeah, the
problem
after-
is because Tracy,
This is
you enjoy them.
Clausen's.
The aftermath is bad.
All right. The pickle is a compliment to the sandwich, right? That nice cold
Yeah, it tastes like I
cut
was eating
pickle.
a scratch
Sometimes
sticker.
too much pickle overpowers the sandwich. And if you don't like pickles like that, this can be too much pickle at once.
That's
but
a
it
lot of pickle.
It tastes like a pickle, Tracy.
That's a lot.
No
of pickle.
doubt about
No,
it.
it definitely it smells like a pickle. It tastes like a pickle,
Right.
but I don't like the.
Too much
The
pickle at
aftertaste.
once. You need something to
I
complement
am.
it.
I'm actually like burping pickle.
Yeah, well, we did have the
man.
Brock's brunch before.
All right, well, Jen, I'm gonna
Wow.
take some for Cole. and
No,
you can
take
Oh,
me
yeah.
home,
these
Nicole.
home.
You can
He
take them
is
home,
not
Nicole.
gonna like them.
I have gotten a request for more of the turtle chips. I was told
Oh, the
before I
turtle
left
chips?
the house, if I give Ruben money, I said, "What do you think he's?" I don't know. Do you have more of them?
I don't have any more
Turtle
to
chips?
the
Oh,
turtle
I
chips.
the
wasn't
ones
here
we
for that.
ate last time.
We got
Yeah,
them.
yeah, she loved them. She wants more.
Oh,
of them.
really?
Yes, they're a big hit in my house
Oh.
after I took them
We'll
home
have to go
after
back.
We'll have to go back.
flavor of the
All right,
week.
you take.
We'll let you know when we go back to
Cole's
H
gonna
Mart.
hate these,
Yes, please let me know.
but,
Yes, there were
If
requests.
he likes them, I'll buy
Okay.
more, but I don't think he will.
Well, let's
Where'd you
see.
get these?
Well, you hear that, H Mart?
Target.
Sponsor,
My
sponsor,
sister got
sponsor.
them at Target.
Yeah,
Sent me
yeah,
a picture.
H-Mart. We're eating
I
all
was
your
like,
stuff
please
here.
buy them.
That's
And
right.
then she saw these too. So. All right, well, Target, if you want to get the Clausen pickled jelly beans, they have them at Target, along with these Brock's Easter brunch jelly beans. I think these were good. All the flavors.
Yeah, I
I
like
just- I don't-
everything but the orange, and that was
And
good.
maybe it was everything but
like
the
the
maple.
maple?
I
I like
hate
I
maple.
all of
didn't
them.
dread the pickle, but I understand why you disliked it, and you did because you really liked it.
And I love pickles.
It's a
but-
lot of pickle at once hitting you.
I didn't like the texture. Like I said, I would rather have a pickle flavored potato chip.
Potato
or
chip, right.
The popcorn or
I think the
I like
sweet with it was like,
yeah.
yeah. it
And
turned
the
me off.
texture.
Definitely pickled chips are good. Like the pickle flavor, Lay's or whatever, they're good.
Or a
All
nice
right.
fried pickle.
Oh yeah, anything pickled, I love.
Me too.
But all right, that wraps it up for tonight, guys. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, Devin from Glaskin Aesthetics will be with us next week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.
See you in March.
Adios, WTFers.
See you next month. WTFers. I love that. You little WTFers.
Live from Hamilton Radio Studios from 206 to the 609 and beyond. It's WTF with Tracy and Friends. The most fun you can have on a Wednesday with your clothes on. Now, the 2023 nominee for Best Female Podcast Host, Tracy Brannigan.